has half proficiency doesn't mean it's a positive though. I have negative.
Okay, so he doesn't have a whole lot of common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I intentionally got. If I remember correctly, Wild Hunt shifters have a proficiency in survival on their own, so yay.
Uh, I just made her to be a fucking dumbass. If it wasn't point by, she would have had lower intelligence and wisdom. Believe me.
All right. So
Yeah.
with that 17, let me. So with that 17 nature check, you are actually able to determine what creature made this print, and you are confident that this is one of the very rare um, dune walkers. These creatures live miles and miles away. They wander the desert, hence their name, and they typically resign themselves to attacking small prey, lizards, scorpions, poisonous spiders, whatever they can get their hands on. They are the largest thing in the desert by far.
Uh, she's gonna look at them just like, I might sound crazy here, but I think this is what was it called?
A dune walker.
A dune walker. I know they're rare, but that's what I can recall from.
Can I have a brief summary of what's going on? Because I was just fixing the internet.
The party has found the Sandra the unicorn, the pregnant unicorn, mind you, has gone missing. Sandoval, her mate, is distressed. The Furbolg communicated with him using Speak with Animals, and he described to the party a long armed, furry beast who kidnapped Sandra. And our resident bard was able to determine the print and the description matched that of a dune walker, a large apex predator of the desert that typically lives many, many miles away and is not found in this region.
Cool beans.
So, a doomwalker, you say? Huh? Don't don't they usually go after smaller prey?
Might
Yeah,
have
they,
had an exquisite taste.
I hope you're
yeah,
certainly not talking about me.
hey, Tyrion.
Well, hello.
Well, the fact of the matter is that what doesn't make sense is the fact that is that this one went miles out of its way to take her. Why?
Why? Maybe it's controlled by something. She is pregnant after all. Maybe someone wants some baby unicorns.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, if I was that far away from, I would, I wouldn't go miles out of my way just to grab some rare meat.
Maybe this is probably inaccurate, and just probably me making some random speculation, but he could be the actual father. Yeah, I'm not gonna even dive into that.
Town
Or
Maybe
based.
he's just alone.
or like I suggested, maybe it was controlled by someone or something.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I go back to the guy that the rancher going. Did you hear anything in the night?
Barnabas will say, "No, it's the strangest thing. With all this struggle, I didn't hear anything. Completely silent."
Hmm.
Sounds like magic is afoot. Either that or the struggle was fake.
The walls of these horse stalls are very thin, and my home is not that far away. If a unicorn was being brutalized, there's no way I wouldn't have heard it.
No, nobody would be able to miss that if they were that close. God. Hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna investigate the area around the barn.
Absolutely. Roll for investigation. You can also roll for Arcana if you choose, if you're proficient in it.
I was about to suggest that Pass Without Trace was casted. Hmm.
You find you're able to follow the footprints out the door, but as soon as you get out the door, the wind in front of you just blows over any kind of footprints that might have been there. The loose, sandy soil is not conducive to keeping track records.
Um,
Mar- if Marcel is just gonna, after she heard this, she's gonna be like, okay, now I'm pretty certain someone else was involved. Cause, like Talon said, I'm pretty sure they would have heard if anything happened. So I think some magic was casted here. Can I do an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
can I do a survival check to see if I can't like pick up a trail?
Yes.
30.
With that 13 Arcana check, you can find residue on the spread at the base of the stall walls all around. Residue consistent with someone ritual casting the spell Silence.
Yeah, Arcade grew up on a grassy plain, so he can't. He's not used to the desert. Fuck.
As you attempt to search the nearby area for anything relevant, the sand just blows over anything that it looks like it might be a thing. The wind and sand just obliterate evidence in these parts. But Marcel, you're confident that someone more intelligent than a Dune Walker cast a spell to muffle sounds.
Okay. So it wasn't the spell I expected, but it was a spell. Silent was cast here.
That would explain it. I gotta write this down. Silence is casted. All right. Uh, now the fact. Now there's that.
So, do you have any idea if there's maybe any mages around in the area?
As far as like public figures, you guys and Officer Twinkles are the only mages in town, which is specifically why you guys are the police. The people around you are commoners.
Huh.
Yay.
I asked the farmer. So, any competitors at all? Maybe people you might have angered, upset.
Barnabas responds, "No, I mean, I breed unicorns. Who doesn't love a unicorn breeder? The children love me especially. They come by all the time to pet the unicorns. I mean, and if I have angered anyone, I would definitely apologize. It's not in my nature to be cruel."
Can I roll insight on that?
Absolutely.
Ah, well, yeah. You never can tell though.
Marcel, you've never heard anything more suspicious in your life.
I don't know. Is there like an insurance for the unicorn? You want that unicorn insurance?
Talon goes up and smacks Marcel in the back of the head.
Officer Twinkles would say, we don't offer unicorn insurance, but we should. I'll work on it when we're done."
Eh.
See, see, my dumb wording got them insurance. Man, I'm such a hero of this town. What would they do without me?
I, I can actually see to that too. Actually, I'll help you with that, Officer Twinkles, being as I'm quite knowledgeable with animals.
Well, well. So okay, so what we got? What we got? So what do we have? They cast it. So from based on what cast it, someone casted. Let's go see if we can find any second pair of footprints around. I'm gonna look around the barn for other footprints other than our own.
All right. As the wind starts to pick up and sand is scattering everywhere, I would like everyone to roll for survival at disadvantage as the wind billows through the sand.
All right.
Oh my god.
Mother trucker!
Yeah, that's 7.
I would have had a freaking nat 20. Oh,
Right,
that's
that's
not.
Ian.
I got 5.
All right, Marcel. As the wind picks up, you get it blasted with sand directly in the eyes. You are blinded for 1 minute as just grains of sand sneak under your eyelids and scrape your cornea. It is very uncomfortable.
That sounds very corny.
Talon, moments before it is completely obliterated, you don't see footprints, but you see drag marks heading north. And as far as you are aware, there's nothing to the north. But there are unmistakable drag marks before they're blown away.
All right, Talon goes. He lets out a whistle to try and call his horse.
All right, as you let out a whistle, all of your horses start galloping by. So does everyone hop on their horses and head north, or is there anything else you want to do in town before you leave?
Is there a horse big enough for a 7'5" verbal?
You know what?
Maybe
Arkin,
my
roll me a
idea.
D100.
Roll you what?
Roll me a D100.
Watch, he gets a Shetland pony.
That's actually what I was thinking too. 65.
Since you are so big and the draft horses aren't strong enough, you get a So you know how on like scooters and mopeds they'll sometimes have like a side cart? You're basically on a tiny little trailer with just enough room for 2 feet and to stand on that gets dragged behind a horse.
I've been thinking we've gotten a plow horse. They have a tendency to be a bit bigger.
So while the draft horse isn't strong enough to carry you directly, it is strong enough to just carry you behind it in this dinky little chariot.
Yeah, Talon just snickers a bit.
What? I can't help if I was born this tall.
70 and up would have been a horse, just so you know.
I mean, I
the drag
can
marks-
still aim for a war horse. I have the spell Find Steed.
Yeah, if you have a spell for it, you can absolutely use it here.
Fuck yeah, let's go for it. Find Steed.
Alright, I'm going to give that to you because it's a spell. You see erupting from the sand like a magnificent creature of myth 5 feet in front of you is this majestic warhorse made entirely out of sand. As it neighs, it billows this cone of sand into the air.
Okay. I get on. I mount my horse and go on. The drag marks went north.
Do you want to name your sand horse?
Just don't name it something sedimentary.
Did you say sedimentary?
Yeah.
Is it what gender is this horse?
It's a sand horse.
The answer is yes.
It's made out of sand. It doesn't have genitals.
It's evil.
Okay.
It has doom in its pants.
So, going up to the horse, Arkan's gonna be like, you know, I think Sandy would be a fitting name for you. There we go, Sandy.
Talon just
Stop.
Tyrion is just gonna be like, that's an atrocious name.
Then Arkan's gonna look at the other horse and kind of like pat him on the side. Maybe next time. Take a float off.
Marcel, after she's gonna hear that name, she's gonna be so disappointed.
What? I think it's fitting.
Do we take psychic damage from the Daja?
Talon goes, well, we got, unless you plan on, as of right now, it looks like the drag marks are north. I couldn't, check how old the drag marks are, so we're kind of racing against the clock, so.
All right,
Anything you
that's
need,
right.
need to get, we go.
Let's go. Come on, he has his Sandy, so no need for us to stay here.
Arkan's gonna get on his new horse Sandy, and he's going to put on his straw hat.
You're so.
All right, you unequip your officer's cowboy hat and equip a straw hat instead. You see that Officer Twinkles is too tiny to get to her on top of her draft horse on her own, and she's just jumping and wiggling trying to climb on top. She needs help.
I go help her.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attach a little bit of rope to her side of his sandals and be like, here, I do the same thing.
You attach a length of rope to what now?
To her saddle, so that way she can climb onto it. That way she gets to keep her pride.
Oh, okay. All right. She will gladly take the rope and climb up and try to maintain as much dignity as she can.
She has dignity.
Jesus.
Respect my authority!
Arkan's gonna take his cowboy hat, place it on Sandy's head, and be like, I deputize you.
All right. So as you, Officer Twinkles, the noble Neko child, leads the charge off to the north into the desert. It is blistering. It is like 120 degrees. The sun is absolutely scorching, and this constant sand is blasting your sides. It's a pretty miserable trek. I'd like everyone to make a perception check at disadvantage due to the sandy winds. All right, Tyrion, as you cup your wait a minute, Tyrion, did you make 2 perception checks? Okay,
Yeah,
12.
112, 114.
Okay,
We got 3 12s here.
all right. So the check was 14. Let's see who scored the lowest. Arkin, you can hear your horse screech and wait, are you the one with the sandhorse?
Yes.
All right. You can hear a dull thunk as your sandhorse comes to a stop and lifts up its leg. Immune to poison, it holds up its foot, and there is a poisonous viper that could have killed any horse, but thankfully you have a sandhorse.
Hey, now that's not nice. You gotta go grab the stake, try to get off. Let go, my friend. There, come on. That's enough.
There's a hyper-aggressive horned viper just digging its teeth, and as you reach to grab it, it threatens to lash out at you instead.
Whoa there. on now. We're all friends here.
All right,
I'm
you
gonna
can
go
see it
ahead
start
and,
to slither up the horse's leg to try to get to you. You can either attack it or make an animal handling check to grapple it without getting bit.
I'm gonna make an animal handling check. Oh no.
Nope. Let me see what the bonus to hit on a poisonous snake is. One moment. I don't think an 8 hits your armor class, though.
Nope.
But he did try to grab it though.
He did. So, I would like you to make a sleight of hand check to snatch it by the neck as it lunges for you and misses.
Alright.
Aw. If you kill it, I will take my revolver and put it in Sandy's.
But yes,
Arkham loves
how
animals.
genius of you.
Arkham loves animals. What the hell's a D20?
It's rolling to resist. So with your 4 sleight of hand and it's nat 20 to resist you, I'm going to roll that it bites you.
God damn it.
Alright, so you take 1 piercing damage, and I'd like you to make a con save against poison damage.
Marcella's gonna look at this and gonna be like, "Aww."
10.
That is actually the save. As it tries to seep poison into your body, you're able to detach the creature, and you can see like several ounces worth of liquid just seeping out of its fangs, and you're able to brush it away from your open wound before it gets into your bloodstream. And as you chuck it onto the ground, it lands on its nest of eggs that you guys nearly trampled.
Oh, well. I'm terribly sorry. It's kind of hard to see with all the sand out here. You should really move that nest of yours.
Do you say that with your Rachel feat to speak with animals?
Yeah, I'm saying it with the racial fee. I'm not casting speak with animals, so if he was to talk to me back, I would be able to completely understand it, but it can understand me.
Alright, you will see the snake sort of spiral around its eggs and try to dig up a dune to better protect its nest.
There you go. Yeah, just be safe out here.
Where I'm from, those kind of creatures are used for political plays all the time. I have no remorse for killing such a creature.
Hey, look how cute it is. Plus, it's some mother. Come on.
Cute or not, dangerous is dangerous.
I mean, all animals are dangerous in their own right.
Yeah, and at least it's cute, unlike you.
So,
My fellow man, I do not aim for cuteness. If I wanted to be cute, I'd be dressed as a jester.
That would make you a clown, not cute. There's a difference.
We're on the clock. Get moving.
Okay, fine.
Hi ho, Sandy.
alright, as you guys trek forward, there is something very hard to miss. As you can see, what appears to be a ship of some description beached in the sand.
Well, you don't see that every day.
I don't know if it's posting, but I did post a image of it. There we go.
There it is. It's the Titanic.
There's just this random ass cruise ship in the middle of the desert. None of you have. I don't think any of your characters have ever been out to sea before, have you?
Tyrion would have.
have.
My character definitely wouldn't have been a farmer at one point.
My character was a soldier, so that's a 50-50.
Aaron definitely would have, but he probably wouldn't have seen a metal ship.
She's the daughter of celebrities, so maybe.
So, very few of you have had experience with ships, and the ones who have a limited experience. But you just see this massive wood-paneled ship in the middle of the desert blocking your path. Do you go around it, or do you investigate the ship?
I draw my revolver and I'm gonna investigate the ship.
Marcel is gonna go with him.
I'm going to follow suit as well, and I'm going to use my Furbolg feature, Detective Magic.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and patrol around and make sure no one flanks us from around.
All right, you can all make either a perception or investigation check at disadvantage due to the high winds. But as you cast Detect Magic, the ship itself is not magical, but there is definitely something magical within.
Hmm. Well, there's
My
something
second
magical
nat one.
inside. Something or someone magical, at least, inside the ship. You sure about that? I mean, come on. On beta session, I was working for that 15 and it never got there with my perception.
All right. Talon, with your 17 investigation, you walk up to the wood paddling, and you find a hatch that lets you get inside. And as you open up the hatch, you can see what looks like a lumpy pile of robes smashed up against the one of the side walls with blood seeping out from under the pile. Oh, Giz, we have you in here.
Hey,
So your character's name is quite literally uh,
cowboy wizard.
I have this sneaking suspicion he was hit in the head.
Who wants to get
Might have been.
Who wants to get Cowboy Wizard up to speed?
So, Cowboy Wizard, how it started is we started out in the office of Officer Twinkles. We got a call about some missing unicorn, and a distressed farmer. We went to go investigate, and we discovered through some investigation means and an Arcana check, and of course through the Furbolg, speaking with the male unicorn that was still there, that the female unicorn that is pregnant was taken by something massive and furry, and that despite all the noise the unicorns were making and the noise the monster could have been making, a silent spell was cast, so no one heard a thing because of it. So we followed some tracks. It led us down into the desert to this abandoned ship, and currently we are investigating it to see if there's anything inside. And the Furbolg, has detected magic inside of this ship. Whether it's an item or a person is yet to be seen.
Yeah, sorry guys that I'm late. I rode my bike home so I could actually get home on time because the buses are freaking slow, and I have to pass two lights. Both lights took me like 20 minutes to cross.
Don't you hate that when the lights aren't in your favor?
Yeah.
Try having a train along with.
Try not leaving your house for a month.
All right, so Talon, you find a lumpy, bloody pile of robes in the corner. What do you do?
What? I
Punch it.
I gently go, I go over and I gently try and pull them apart, and see what's in it.
As you pull apart the robes, they are very clearly a wizard's robes, and you can see the bloodied face of a wood elf within them. The bones are broken and the figure is motionless.
Hmm. I'll investigate. See, actually, yeah, the bones are broken. See if whether or not how they were killed.
Make a medicine check. This person is still alive, just unconscious and dying.
Wait,
I
what?
got you spare the dying.
Alright, the condition stabilizes, but the figure does not wake up, and those bones are very much still broken.
I can help with that. As I reach out and I cast second level cure wounds to help mend to help bring this person back to live.
Alright, how much HP do you give him?
Let me roll it up. $14.
Alright, so you give this person back most of their HP, so you can see the body start to reverse contort. His arms sort of snap back into place, and there's this moment of grotesque snapping and crackling. And you can see the elf stand up, snap his neck into place, and be like, "Am I free? Did I make it?
Did you make it?
Did I make it off the island? Did we make it to shore?" And as he says shore, you know that there's nothing but desert for many miles around.
Well, you are in the middle of a desert.
I was in the ocean a moment ago. Or maybe it was longer. How long have I been out?
I have no idea.
What year do you last remember?
He gives you the year, and it is the current year.
Huh.
Tyrion's gonna go up and say, "Why don't you explain yourselves, and we'll tell you where you're at."
My name is Vashtar Nelo. I was trying to escape the island to see what was beyond, and also I had heard rumors that my former comrade had some sort of evil plan. We tried to chase him, but we were attacked by a horrendous beast, and my ship was flung into the air. I have no idea how far I sailed, but it appears we've crashed here. Is my crew alive?
Is what?
He asks if his crew is alive.
Well, as far as we know, you're the only survivor.
They must have flown off the ship when we were knocked into the air.
Sounds like a good possibility.
I want to roll an insight check to see how truthful he is.
Absolutely.
He's not a deceptive character, I can say that for certainty. This is a surprise.
The only emotion you're able to detect is panic, and you're not able to discern his honesty.
Fair enough.
Cowboy wizard! You hear a crash through the boat. And then you see your comrade, the cowboy wizard, standing there, riding his toy horse broomstick.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, the the deputies here.
How enjoyable of a task to see him. I say with such sarcasm.
I woke up late, guys. Sorry. Sup, dude?
What matters
I say
you're
to
here
Ash.
now.
All right. So, do you investigate this place further? Do you carry on, and do you take this strange individual with you?
I'll
Um,
investigate the rest of the ship, see if I find any other survivors or what caused this thing to become moored in the middle of the plane of sand.
Let me turn your volume up. What did you say?
I'm gonna investigate the rest of the ship to see if there are any survivors or how this thing got moored in the plane of sand.
All right. As the wind dies down and you take a step out, with the sand finally out of the air and your eyes clear for the first time in hours, you can see the unmistakable indent of a massive tentacle with fragments of sucker of like tentacle suction cups still attached to the bow. This ship took a direct hit from a massive tentacled creature.
uh,
How big are these
I-
suction cups?
Bigger than you.
I'm gonna cut out a piece and put it in my ass sack of holding.
Okay.
Well, I head on in, going well. At least Vashtar, what were you facing?
The Kraken Moth.
Kraken
That
moth.
sounds really dumb.
what, what I know? Can I roll a nature check to see if I know what this is?
Absolutely.
What do I have to roll to see check if he's crazy?
Insight.
Why do you hate him so much?
Okay, what?
I agree. What?
What did you just post?
Yeah, no idea. I just
Yeah, I know nothing. Shit.
Jon Snow, all of you.
What's with these
for
fucking
all I know, he's crazy.
You can make up your own mind whether you think he's crazy or not, because you're not reading anything from his panicked expression.
Okay, choose one. Was it a giant moth, or was it a kraken? Or hear me out. You're crazy.
Well, to be fair, there, Marcel, we do live in a world where owlbears exist.
Owlbears are cool. I rode one once.
Okay, but something else. Owl bears were actually seen by many people, not just one crazy person alone.
Well, is there any proof of such a creature outside that you saw, Tullen, or any telltale signs of a kraken of some sort?
Any picture?
I I guide them out and I point to the section cuffs.
Well, it's not the full body, but can't deny refutable evidence.
He pulls out his bestiary and shows you a sketch of what attacked. It looked like this, but in person those ears are not ears, they're the wings of a moth. These sketches aren't always reliable. But more or less this is what I saw.
This is an elephant.
The Loxodon Kraken!
Zeno,
Is it-
are you high? This is an elephant.
Is it just me, or does this kind of look like an elephant that got corrupted by some eldritch horror?
In the real version of the monster, instead of ears, it has moth wings, hence the name.
Okay. Freaking, freaking, Arkin's gonna be like, "That looks like my attempt to draw Cthulhu one time."
Ooh, let me see, Arkin. I don't think I saw this drawing.
It's back
Oh.
at home on my farm.
Look at
Well, regardless, it looks like you did certainly get attacked by something massive. But, well, the fact of but we're, it's apparent that you have been here for a while because you were dying on us. So, uh, I don't know if we tell you this, but we're on the hunt for for a desert unicorn.
I've never heard of such a creature.
Well, they look like they look like a gazelle if they have a horn on their head.
Very beautiful creatures.
If I'm being entirely honest, I don't think I've seen any of your kind before.
Well, I'm a wild shifter, wild hunt shifter. This big person right here is a furbolg.
Huh.
That weird blue thing over there is a simic, and he's a human. I point to Cowboy Wizard.
We're gonna look at
You've
you
never
just like,
seen a
what?
human?
What do you mean, blue thingy?
Wait. I gotta point this out. A civic? Aren't those?
Simic.
I know, but aren't
S-I-M-I-C.
those? Don't those guys need moisture? I mean, aren't they like part Aquarian? This is not a character. I'm just
Nope.
okay.
No, no.
That's just interesting seeing a civic in the desert, though. So that's cool.
They are aquatic creatures, but I didn't notice that in advance, so for right now we'll let it slide. But I think you are correct that they're supposed to be moist.
Well, I mean, they can be on land. It's just I thought they would need some sort of hydration as well. That was just from my understanding of study.
It's 120 degrees and 0% humidity. You're all dying, the Simic especially so.
But anyway, we're looking for that, because the fact of the matter is there's only two of them on this plane. By the way, you're in what's called the plane of sand, and one of them was kidnapped with that's currently close to foaling.
There's so many strange creatures outside of the island. Fotismos was right. The world really is a much larger place than I could have ever imagined.
Well, have you been around horses?
Horses I am familiar with. I guess some things are universal.
Yeah. Because right now we can't exactly leave you here, because you'll probably end up dying from thirst. So, I pull out my water skin and here.
He takes the water skin and drains it in one shot. He's like, "Oh, I needed that."
Oh, technically I needed that too, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have to take you with us. It would be rather bad to leave someone out in the middle of nowhere to die. Oh, and I point to Twinkles. That's Officer Twinkles.
Hello! Why are you all running around with a child in a guard's uniform?
I actually don't know, but the fact of the matter is she's actually sadly of a higher rank.
That's our superior. And our employer, I guess.
I want to go back home to my island where things made sense.
Oh, trust me. Things will start making sense soon. Just give it time.
Tyrion is also gonna say, the more comfortable you are and the more sense something makes, the less you learn.
All right. Does everyone carry forth through the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I offer Vashtar a seat on this back. It's loading. Sorry.
All right. So with the wind and the sandstorm dying down, you all carry forth, and I would like you all to make an ordinary perception check as you look over the sand dunes.
I find this funny that I'm the only one that actually
Jesus
tried.
fucking Christ, these rolls! I'm afraid for freaking Dead Man's Treasure now.
What I find this funny is that I'm one of the only other ones that actually thought to put proficiency in perception.
I'm a furball. I wanted to put proficiency in survival, nature, and animal handling.
And I actually have proficiency in perception too.
Uh, I included you.
Oh, sorry, didn't.
I said
Everett.
only other one.
Everett fucking hates us.
Hey, I rolled an 18.
So with the 18, you were able to see this creature prowling ahead of you.
Ooh.
I look back to Archon, and he's currently struggling to move along on his horse. Go, I move back, tap him on the shoulder, and point it out to him.
All right, having it pointed out to you, you can see this desert creature crouching around. It is the same color as the sand and crawls low to the ground.
And I roll a nature check to see what it is. If they tell me.
Yes, you can make a nature check.
Who does town poke at?
All right, with a 19, you recognize this as a stomping viper. And with a 19, you also know that not only are these things insanely tough, they regenerate in contact with sand. And also, by the way, you're in the desert.
Talon tapped Archon on the shoulder to point it out to him.
Archon was too busy looking at the beautiful blue sky with that nat one. He was just enjoying the day. He's like, huh? Well, yeah.
Guys, please let's keep away. Please.
Oh, huh. Yeah. Probably best to avoid that. I mean, it does look like it could use a friend, though.
As you say it looks like it could use a friend, you see it look over at your direction, lock eyes with you, and vanish into the sand.
Oh, fuck.
Can I roll for stealth?
No. There is nothing to hide behind.
Sure there is. It's underneath our feet.
Okay.
I raise my horse a few feet into the air to stay protected from any lunging attacks from the sand.
I draw my revolver, and I call for Officer Twinkles.
Marcel.
Archon's gonna...
All right. Officer Twingles is going to hold her hands into finger gun position and be like, brace yourselves, boys. We got company.
Archon's gonna look up to Vasha like, you have a weapon at all?
Marcella's gonna yell and say, "You're ugly and I'm glad I can't see you anymore." Well, she casts vicious mockery as soon as it hides. Can it please make me a wisdom save?
It's already under the sand. You cannot target it.
Um, if it can hear me, if it's within 60 feet and it can hear me, I pretty sure it would be affected.
No, it's under the sand.
Under the sand.
How do you start an initiative thing on Averick?
In it start.
But yeah, that's
Incorrect
a
usage.
weapon.
There we go. Okay.
Oh my fucking god, Avery! Now you give me something good.
You know, the funny thing is, Arkin, your character's picture looks like something from a Ralph Bakshi movie.
I have no idea what that is.
All right. Is everybody in?
Yep.
Yep.
I also asked Fashstar if he has a weapon.
You do in it next.
Yep.
All right. Arkin Prime. You know this creature is in the ground somewhere near you, but you cannot see it and you cannot target it.
Alright. Uh, hmm. Arkan's Prime's just gonna get off Sandy and kind of look up to Vashtar, be like, "You have a weapon at all?"
Who are you asking about
feel like-
weapons?
I was asking Vashtar if he has a weapon at all.
Vashtar shrugs and goes, "My weapons were destroyed in the crash. But don't worry, I have magic."
I throw him my revolver.
All right. He will fumble the revolver and look at it like some sort of strange technology. He points the barrel towards his eye.
Oh, not any of your allies here. If you see the thing, point at that. Make sure the safety's off first, which is basically pulling back the hammer on the back.
He pulls the hammer back, holds it by the barrel, and readies it like a club.
I guess that we'll help you out with that later. As I pull out my battle axe and ready my shield, and I'm going to use my Firbolg feature, Hidden Step. As a bonus action, turn invisible until the start of my next turn.
Alright, you notice that as you are invisible, your feet still make tremors on the ground, and you can feel trembling beneath your feet.
I'm getting the sense that this thing has tremor sense. That's just my player opinion. That's my player opinion. So I'm going to attempt to hide as is.
You cannot stealth. There is nowhere to hide.
I'm invisible though.
Alright, we'll see if that helps. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Cowboy Wizard.
I turn over to Vashtar on our magical riding horse and say, "This is how you do it." I grab my revolver, prime the handle, and I say, "It's high noon," and I ready quickened casting, double casting the spell Scorching Ray. And I read that as my thing.
All right, excellent. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Just raise my horse up like 10 feet off the ground.
All right, done. Talon, it is your turn.
Okay, okay, so there is rumbling underneath my feet or underneath his feet. What?
The ground itself is shaking slightly around all of your feet.
All right. Damn it! I had an idea. Uh, Heck with my Heck, I have an idea. Heck,
Panic, everyone! Panic!
No, this is actually a really good idea. Heck, okay. So, am I aware that this thing has tremor sense?
You do not know it as a certainty, but you can definitely make an educated guess.
All right, here's my educated guess. I point to a spot away from us, and I cast Shatter.
All right, a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choosing.
Yeah, away from us to try and see if it takes the bait.
You have definitely disturbed the sand in that location.
Here's hoping it actually took it. I pull back the hammer, and I end my turn.
You say you pull back the hammer. Are you readying an action, or did that take your action?
The Shattercast took my action, so basically I was... Actually, I don't need to pull back the hammer. This is a repeating shot revolver.
Okay. All right. Marcel, it is your turn.
Well, since from what she said it can't hear me if it's underground, uh, she's just gonna ready action to shoot it with a revolver when it comes.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. I'm beginning to think that the monster didn't get added to the initiative. But at the bottom of initiative, we will have... when initiative restarts, we'll go with whatever their names are.
All right. So, I have a question. If I readied an action to, let's say, take out my battle axe, and if it attacks me, I can attack it back?
Yeah, if you ready an action, after it attacks you, you can respond as a reaction to attack it. So as soon as it exposes itself and attacks, you can respond right away.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ready action that, because I have a feeling that it's just gonna randomly attack us without us knowing.
All right, does that end your turn?
That should end my turn.
Okay, so I'll have to re-edit. One moment. Okay, so we're gonna go with the bullet manually, and then we'll use the system on the next round of initiative. But the bullet has been, or the creature has been added. The stomping viper has been added to initiative, but we're going to manually have it go right now. Arkin Prime, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It did not work.
With it. No, never mind. Yeah, I can't say with advantage, being as Trevor's sense odds are. Again, this is a player preference. My character probably has no fucking idea. So, dexterity saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
All right, so you take half. So you are able to leap out of the way, and you are tumbled through the air as it scrapes its massive teeth against your leg. You spiral to the ground and land on your feet, and you nearly take a knee as your leg is wounded. Take 15 slashing damage. Now, I believe 2 people specifically stated they readied an action. You may now roll to hit.
Draw, I say as 6 scorching rays go into this thought. Those are some big numbers.
Okay, so let me take a quick look here. So its armor class is 17. You have a +7 to hit. So anything 10 or higher hit. So that's 1. Hold on.
Okay.
Amatirian-
That D20 was just to check for wild magic, by the way.
Sorry, what?
That D20 was just to check for wild magic, by the way.
Okay, everybody stop rolling. I'm trying to read and you're moving it away from my face. Marcel, stop. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 hits. So roll damage for those. And then what was your 19 for?
That was just a roll for saying if it wild magic went off.
Oh, okay.
I shot at it with my revolver. I got a 23.
24 fire damage.
Oh, okay, next time I'm going to go down the list in it. I don't believe you said you were readying action. Marcel, did you ready an action?
My whole action was readying an action.
Yeah, I think it's Tyron. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember hearing him, so.
Okay, but what is your damage for the 3 scorching rays?
24.
24. Okay. And that is fire damage, right?
Correct.
As you hit it with the scorching rays, you can see its dry, hard skin appears to resist the damage, and it doesn't look as hurt as you would expect it to be.
Shit.
All right, Tyrion, are you within 5 feet of Arkin?
I'm not sure. I guess not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel that attack.
Okay. And then, can anyone confirm whether or not Marcel readied an action? Did he declare that in advance?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Marcel, go ahead and do your thing now.
You want me to roll again?
I didn't see you roll initially.
He rolled first.
Oh, okay. Marcel attacks with a revolver, 23 to hit, 6 piercing damage. All right. So as this stomping viper shoots up from the ground and attacks your friend, you quick draw your pistol and pow! And you punch into its hide. And you can see the bullet flatten against its hide. It looks mildly irritated by your attack, and not nearly as damaged as you was hoping you would be.
So resistant to non-magical attacks. Okay, good.
Okay, so I believe that ends everybody who rolled for initiative. It is now Officer Twinkle's turn, and I forgot to add Vashtar as well. I'll take care of that in the next round. So Officer Twinkles did not ready in action. However, it is her turn in initiative, and we're at the top of initiative. You are going to see her aim her finger guns and fire her fingers.
What?
You can hear gunshots fire from her fingertips. A burst of light explodes from the tips of her fingers, and 2 magical bullets fly towards her enemy.
Does she have the power of Master Hand?
And she misses completely with both of them. I think Vashtar has the same dexterity as a spy, so I'm going to add a spy to the chat. Alright.
Alright. Actually, shit, no, I don't. I don't have the original setup, so I do not.
I'm going to make an assumption and stick with it. Okay, so round 2 in initiative, we have Arkan Prime. You were nearly thrown to the ground by the stomping viper that slashed your leg. You can feel your leg is still trembling and bleeding. What do you do?
Oh, let's see here.
And for the record, the stomping viper is above ground now. It used its movement to get up from under the sand, and then it used its action to attack.
Nice. I'm going to run up to this bad boy, and I'm going to, let's see, what can I do? Does this paladin? Okay, he does get divine smite. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute, where's the divine smite bullshit here? Alright, I'm gonna run up to this bad boy and I'm gonna just swing at him with my battle axe.
Absolutely. Roll for it. Alright, a 20 hits, and that is an ordinary battle axe, right?
Yes, unfortunately. And I will add divine smite with it, so I'll expend a first level slot to do it. So allows me to do a 2d8 extra rate.
Alright, go ahead and roll for it.
That is 20 total, so it's only 10 damage for half.
Alright, as you swing your battle axe, it hits between the scales. It goes like half an inch into the actual flesh, but then your radiant energy kicks in and blasts your battle axe free, leaving a much more substantial wound.
Alright, and I got one more attack, so Arka's just like, you brought this on yourself, friend. Just let it happen. And I'll put the divine smite on that as well. I almost hit enter to a 2d98. That is another 10 points of damage, just 19 in total. So half that, it's I want to say 9 or 10.
So you rolled a 9 for the damage with your battle axe, reduced to 4, and then another 10 for your radiant damage?
Yes.
You are kicking this thing's axe. With another swing of your mighty axe, that radiant energy cleaves through it, scraping off a handful of scales. You think that you have started to do some serious damage, and it is clearly visibly in pain.
And afterwards, after that second hit, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack, before the spell ends, a withering mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the creature must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. Oh, a large or larger creature has an advantage on the saving throw.
Whoops.
Oh, you got another monster to the thing.
I got a message from Avray saying it didn't take it, so I tried it again, but now I have 2.
Now I have 2 spies.
Wait, does Vashtar actually have 2 attacks?
Vashtar?
No, he doesn't. Okay, I'll ignore SP2.
Alright.
Alright, so does that end your turn?
Did you make that strength saving throw?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see the spell cast. He needs to make a strength save against Ensnaring Strike.
Pretty sure it has advantage if it's large or larger.
It's, yes, it is a large monstrosity.
So it does get advantage, and apparently it's not in fucking Avray.
Yeah, it's Avrione's got the SRD, and it's in Mordekainen's tome of something. Pretty.
Jesus Christ, it passed.
Jesus.
Jesus! Alright, does that end your turn?
That will be the end of my.
SP2, we will ignore.
Well, get ignored.
SP1! Alright, so it is Vashtar's turn. It's time for him to shrug his shoulders, crack his neck, and show you what he can do. So he will bonus action discard the pistol by throwing it behind him. It will fire as it lands and shoot a lizard's head off. And then he will ready his spells. Alright, so he is going to cast Acid Arrow. Zoop-de-doop. Let me see what his bonus to hit is.
I actually
Plus
found the character sheet I sent you, and he does have an initiative 5, but all's good. But
So he hits the bullet with his acidic arrow, and on hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage immediately, and 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn.
that a boy, Vashtar kicks a man.
Alright, you see him, a mystical green bow appears in his hands. He cocks the bow back, loose, and this acid arrow splashes across the stomping viper's face. It looks like it's in a substantial amount of pain. You think it's at least half dead at this point.
I would assume so with all the hits I've been doing, and with the Cowboy Wizard's freaking high noon.
Cowboy Wizard!
Zippity zap! Electric energy convulses at the end of my gun, and I cast lightning bolt at the bullet. Please make a dex.
Absolutely. So, let me see what it's +0. Fabulous.
Yeah.
13.
Fails.
Oh, Noseville. Roll it.
Takes 33 damage.
God damn. Let me make sure it's still kicking. You said it's lightning damage, right?
Correct.
You blast its tail off, and there's this eruption of blood. It wails in pain. It is substantially wounded.
I'm going to make that quick, and first I need to roll d20. Sorry. Thank goodness. I'm going to quicken that lightning bolt, so that took my bonus action, and then I'm going to convulse an electric lasso and grab it. Please make a strength check. Strength save. I'm using lightning lure.
23.
Scheisse. Nothing happens.
Alright, does that end your turn?
Sure does.
Alright, Talon.
All right, Talon will he will aim his revolver at the repeating shot revolver at the creature, and he will fire twice.
Nice! So the first one is a crit hit. Alright, with that crit hit, it is down. How do you end it?
All right, while it lets out a roar, Talon just snorts in his direction. He says, "Shut up," and he fires it through the roof of the creature's mouth, it blasting out the top of his head.
Alright, you see the top of its head erupt in a shower of gore and brains. The creature collapses on the ground and slowly starts to sink into the sand.
Talon looks at Arkin. You all right?
I've been better. It could be worse though.
Come here. He pulls out his arcane focus, and he. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna check what my character's arcane focus is real quick.
As a jeep or car mysteriously passes by. And boys, I am out of spell slot.
You see him pull out thieves' tools.
Oh fuck!
Artificer's arcane focus is either a thieves' tool or artisan's tool.
Get wet.
That's an artificer. But he goes over and he essentially takes what looks to be a rake and a pick. He jabs him into your wound and casts Cure Wounds.
You put a rake and a pick into the wound?
Yep, to cast Cure Wounds.
I'm just imagining someone lock-picking an unopened wound.
Yeah, you gotta close that wound.
I'm imagining like the Skyrim lock-picking sound effect.
Oh god.
Oh, come on. You guys never watched Titan AE?
No.
Break your hairpin.
It's been a while. It's
But yeah, he does that.
Alright. How much HP do you give him?
11.
Archon's gonna be like, huh? It's like getting a shot.
Yeah, but probier.
Are you done fiddling in there? I kind of want it to close up now.
Yeah, he takes the probe and the rake out, and he slaps the wound. You'll be fine.
Hmm. Hmm. Stings. Hmm.
And he gets back up on his horse. Okay, we're losing daylight. Yeah, I think daylight.
All right, does everybody carry on?
Yep, I hop back on Sandy.
All right, as you all carry forward through the... God damn it, what now? Wild Magic, Surge Table. Okay, keep me posted if you need to roll for Wild Magic.
Okay.
Okay, so as you go through the desert, you find this shape in your path.
And I roll a nature check.
Absolutely. Anyone proficient in nature can make a check for it.
Have proficiency counts.
Yes, it does.
Proficiency +3, bitches.
Zeno, you're interrupted. Does it count?
Yes, as stated earlier, half proficiency counts.
Gotta love bards.
Gotta love our rolls today, huh, Barca?
And both of us are just rolling great.
Combat wise, we were doing great, but this is.
All right, is anyone else proficient in nature?
Nobody else proficient in nature?
All right.
My character is closer to a cop, but this time he actually took a slightly different route than my rogue did.
Oh yeah, Vashtar is proficient in nature. Oh, it's Officer Twinkle.
Let me actually check and see if he's proficient in nature. He is. He has a +6. Let me roll for him.
I love him.
None of you have any idea what this structure is. Do you approach it and investigate it, or do you go around it?
I investigate.
Archon's curious. He's gonna walk up to it and be like, huh, strange rock formation.
Marcel wanna try and do a history check, see if there's any history or anything related she can think of to this mission.
You want to see if there's a cultural significance behind it? Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm investigating to see if it's been, if there's been any
Another 6.
Mother trucker.
A 669, huh? Snitch.
Wow, Avery does not want us to succeed.
Is anyone else proficient in investigation?
Sure. I am.
Another
Right.
half proficiency.
Yeah, of course. So I'm
I could try.
proficient in very, very few things.
I could try for history. That's the closest thing I could do for to as another chance.
Man, this is
Going for history.
Can I persuade it to tell me? I'm just kidding.
I mean, if I had my spell slots, I could probably cast Speak with Animal or Plant. I could probably. No, wait, I don't. I can only have Speak with Animals. So never mind. I don't have the spell for that.
Talon, Arcan Prime, you are confident that this is not a man-made structure. There's no known culture that does this. Talon, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw as you overturn what appears to be a broken eggshell. Alright, you see a small lizard-like creature lash out and bite you. It deals 1 piercing damage. Make a con save against poison. Alright, your body is able to withstand the poison, and attached to your arm is this small fist-sized lizard that is wriggling on your arm.
I take it off and I yell out for Arcus.
I walk over like, hey there, little one.
Well, ask him.
Sure. So, see anything suspicious around here at all? Like, anything to point out of the ordinary?
You're using Speak with Animals, right?
I can't. I have the spell slot, so I'm using my Furbolg feature, so I won't be able to understand it.
Well, your Furbolg feature, they can understand you, but you can't understand them.
Yes, that is correct.
So you get no response from the creature as you ask it if it's seen anything.
I just kind of like nod, going, yeah.
You're yanking my chain, aren't you?
I don't have any spells. I don't have any access to magic at the moment, so I can't understand.
Alright, do you discard the lizard or do you nature check it?
I'm gonna nature check it.
I'll give him advantage. We need it at this point.
I'm gonna wreck it. I'm just kidding, though.
Nice.
There we go.
You recognize this is not a ordinary lizard. This is a baby Dunewalker, and this is its nest.
Well, so okay, we're going after a Dunewalker, right?
Correct. You found evidence of one earlier.
All right. Well, I think we just found this thing's nest. Holding it as it's wriggling, going, basically let me go.
The Archon goes, curious. We were told something massive with furry arms took the female unicorn, yes? I look at the lizard. Does that resemble? I mean, granted, obviously this is a nest and this is probably a baby, but does this anything of what we're seeing on this lizard resemble what the description that was given by the unicorn?
So it's not displayed in the picture, obviously, but you see that under its chin and on its forearms there is a small amount of fur. It's not really what you would describe as like mammal fur, so much as just this densely packed fur-like patch of thorns. Anyone not educated in this creature would assume it was mammalian fur.
Yeah, I can still imagine this baby thing just wriggling around trying to get.
Oh yeah, it is aggressively trying to chomp your fingers off. As a matter of fact, I'd like you to make a sleight of hand check or an animal handling check to avoid getting bit again.
I'll give an advantage on animal handling as I'm trying to calm this thing down. Like, come on now, behave. We'll put you back down in a bit.
What did I miss?
Not much. We found a lizard that's trying to bite off fucking Talon's fingers at the moment. So, it fits the description that I was told by the unicorn.
You ever seen somebody play with those magic balls, those clear balls that you do tricks with? Imagine you're doing
Spooky?
that, except with a baby monster.
So I'm contact juggling this thing.
Yes.
Oh my
I just hold it behind the heads with my thumb and forefinger, like a smart person. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, I think, well, at least we. But why would one of these things? Why would an adult actually a go after a desert unicorn? I mean, it would go quite a ways out of its way to go find one.
Yeah. Can I look around to see if there's any telltale signs that there might be blood or something?
From what you've been able to gather with your limited roll so far, you don't see any. You do see evidence that there, this is a nest. We don't show any recent activity. The nest appears to have been abandoned for quite some time, with this little one on its own for at least a day.
Hmm.
And Talon does not know this.
Yeah. Arkin kind of points this out, be like, so it seems like this little one's been abandoned, possibly. Huh.
Huh.
Maybe the
Hand me a bit of meat.
I
I
pulled the
pulled-
tentacle out of my ass sack.
Oh god, yeah, you brought that with you.
Alrighty. I put it in my hand. I gently put the Dune Walker like on my forearm to let it and going. Go ahead, have some. And tempting fate, I let go.
All right, it drops to the ground, snatches up the small fragment of meat, and hides back under its eggshell, and you can hear the as it tries to chew on the meat.
Alrighty, Arkin, help me out here.
Sure. What do you need my help for?
I need you. We're gonna try and keep it from suffocate, choking on the food, and you're gonna cut it up into little pieces for it.
Ah, yeah. All right, I can do that. Yeah.
Pick up let's flip over the eggshell, pick up the Dune Walker, and go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna feed it little tiny bits of this freaking tentacle that freaking cowboy wizard just gave.
You do not need to cast Speak with Animals to know this creature wants you to piss off, and it will violently defend its catch. It does not appear to have any issue chewing.
Alrighty. But
Freaking Arkin's like, oh no, come on, we gave you this. You could show some gratitude.
It kind of just glares at you as you say gratitude, and it looks at you, looks at the meat, stomps on it, tears off a chunk, and just glares at you, as if the idea that it should be grateful was an insult.
yeah, Talon's watching this. He
Yeah,
doesn't understand.
yeah, he doesn't like us.
Well, it's not. Well,
That is very rude, young man. I'm going to mage hand grab the tentacle piece and put it back in my ass sack.
Oh no!
So you're trying to take its food away?
Yes.
As you
But
pick
from
up,
a distance with my mage.
as your mage hand picks up the meat, the lizard comes for a ride, and you put the lizard and the tentacle in your pouch. It refuses to let go.
It might be best just to leave the tentacle here with it.
yeah, because the fact of the matter is, it clearly does not want us bothering it. So, unless we can figure out a way to calm it enough so that it can ride peacefully in there, You're gonna we're gonna. I don't think it would be a best idea to carry it along, but at least we know the fact that we're in the like, we were in. Okay, does my character know we're in an abandoned nest?
You're all slowly piecing together that this appears to be an abandoned nest. And you also know you got a nat 20 animal handling check, and all you did was not get bit. This thing is not a pet.
Yeah. Animal handling, nat 20 twice.
Through advantage. That's the sad part. We needed advantage to get the fuck.
But yeah, let's just leave it here. So, Cowboy Wizard, put it back.
Okay.
As you mage hand the meat out of your pocket, the baby dune walker still violently clinging to it, you discard the creature and it dives back under its broken eggshell.
All right, now let's. Well, let's. No, we can't. We didn't exactly get anything here except for the fact that we found found a baby dune walker, but this thing hasn't been used in some time. This is the only thing that's left.
Survival check to see if it can't pick up a trail.
Absolutely.
Wrong check.
Yep. Damn it, that was a 19. That would have been useful. Mother.
I'll help you out to get you advantage.
Didn't help! Yeah, I'm done with that, right? This is bullshit.
The only thing you have to go on is north.
Yeah, I wish I had kept that fucking 19. I wish I had realized I was in fucking general when I rolled that gray. I'm not happy. That's some bullshit. Fuck you, Adam.
Well, you're no help at all, and yeah, I doubt I'd be able to do this. But mind if I actually have my character do a survival check on his?
Sure. With a 13 survival check, you don't see footprints outside of the nest. They appear to be blown away by the wind, but within the nest, you examine the Dunewalker footprints that are here, and you can confirm that the mama has not been here in 3 days. And you don't know much about their biology or their culture, but you do know no animal would intentionally leave their baby behind unattended for 3 days. Even spiders don't do that.
Talon goes, oh, this is strange. That thing's mama has been here for 3 days, and I've never heard of a mother leaving its infant alone. Especially one as lively as this one. I can probably still hear.
Oh, aggressively chomping away.
Marcella's gonna be in the back whispering, my idea was right. She's getting controlled.
Well, all right. The fact of the matter is, something either killed the mother, or somebody took the Dune Walker away forcibly. That's all I can really think of. The question is, which direction?
Well, Marcel might be on to something when he assumed that it was the Doom Walker was probably being controlled.
Twinkles?
Yes.
Could you, we're kind of at a roadblock here because we're talking because the Dune Walker is not because the Dune Walker's mama is not here. Hasn't been here for 3 days, and well, Can you see if we can find any help us find any tracks? Like maybe I'm just spitballing here. Humanoid.
Twinkle says, when you don't know where to go, just pick a direction and go. You're bound to end up somewhere eventually. And she confidently strides forward, and about 10 feet away from the nest, she smashes her head in against an invisible wall.
Well, at least gives us. I go over. I pick Twinkles back up, and I gently push against the invisible wall.
It feels like concrete.
There's your answers. So, Twinkles, I think it might be a better idea if we actually find the tracks rather than just blindly
Well,
walking random.
Hold on.
I feel around the outside of the nest, seeing if there's more of this wall.
I'm gonna help with that because Archon is very curious.
So, as Cowboy Wizard takes one direction and Archon takes the other, the two of you feel across the wall, and without a check, you can tell this wall stretches for many, 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 many yards. Make an investigation check to find a door, window, or passageway.
Straight 7! Lucky number 7.
Hey, 11.
God damn it, I just read that, Marcel, and I was drinking.
Just reminded me of.
Cowboy Wizard, you don't find a door, but you do find the end, and you're able to determine that this wall is at least 300 feet wide, and it feels like a castle wall.
I'm gonna, and well, put up, getting Officer Twinkles away. I'm gonna feel around for a window, door, or whatever myself.
Make an investigation check.
I'm assuming with my 7 I found jack shit.
You found more wall. Ho ho! With a 22, your arm just sort of reaches inside a deep hole in the wall, and you feel a crystal on the inside of this hole.
I grab it and I pull.
As you pull out the crystal, as it's exposed to air, it turns to dust. As it does so, the illusory facade fades away, and appearing in front of you in a mirage, you see this.
Well, apparently Officer Twinkles bumped into our solution.
Nice sandcastle.
You see a massive, several-story high sandstone sandcastle.
Well, sadly, I have to thank Officer Twinkles for finding our solution. I'm gonna go check on Officer Twinkles, check the bump.
She's developing a bruise, but she'll be fine.
All right. Well, at least it gives us something to go on. I find a spot to picket my horse, pull out my revolver, and go. Well, let's check it out.
How about we sneak it?
I jump up and down. You hear clank, clank. Does that sound sneaky?
With the right skills, it can be. I cast invisibility on you.
Archon's gonna look at this place like, I mean, this place looks pretty friendly. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a generous host and stuff.
You're now
Yep.
invisible, Talon.
Yeah. Oh, my character has adamantite scale mail, so that's where the clanking came from.
I have jack shit for.
That's
Anything.
that's because you didn't read it thoroughly.
I didn't even know which one we were playing, asshole. I asked, no one answered. And when I looked at the character names, like yours, Talon, I looked at the campaign list, and I came to the conclusion, oh, it's the unicorn.
The unicorn thief was down in the digressing and side questing bit.
Yeah, I know it was, but I didn't know which one we were doing.
Actually, well, the
until I
modules. They were in the modules part, and it had a page all to itself.
yeah, along with the Bard Muse and Gamblers. Oh,
All right. So, does the party want to confidently stride ahead across the sandstone bridge, or do you get off your horses and sneak up the bridge?
Oh, I already got off my horse, so yeah, I'm gonna sneak.
Are you
Still
scouting
noisy.
ahead alone, or is your party coming with?
I'm at least gonna drag.
I mean, you're the invisible dude here. Go scout ahead.
All right. Unless you have disadvantage due to your armor, you have advantage to stealth, which I would like you to roll for.
Yeah, I have disadvantage to stealth due to my armor, so I'm gonna go for straight.
Roll straight.
Wow, why can't he roll gaze, you know?
He just did.
roll.
Is that a 3?
It was really gay. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm noisy.
So
Kind of noisy.
your armor is just not cooperating with you today, and you get about as soon as you when you go to open the door opens for you, and you're greeted by the resident of the house.
Yeah, I give myself a slap to get rid of the invisibility.
Oh
Opening
my.
opening the door like an irritated butler with far more composure and steadiness than a wild animal reasonably should, you see a red-eyed dune walker mama. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw as it tries to claw your face off and eat you.
Yeah, stealth is not my character's strong suit here.
That is unsuccessful. Unsuccessful, my friend.
Poopy.
You take 18 slashing damage and are knocked off of the bridge. You slide down the angled ramp that goes up and tumble all the way down to your party.
Ow.
Is
Well,
the
I
door
think I
shut?
found-
The Mama Dune Walker is still standing in the door, 30 feet up, 30 feet forward at the front door. Your friend has tumbled to your feet.
well,
Pew pew! I shoot the Dune Walker.
Wait! I try and stop Cowboy Wizard.
Why stop the pew pewing?
Because the fact that I think we found the mama.
Oh shit.
All right.
I'm gonna walk up to the mama. I can't speak with animals, so I won't be able to fucking understand it, but hopefully I can just kind of discern what it might be thinking through talking with it. But basically, I'm gonna walk up to like, how you doing? Lovely place you have. You wouldn't happen to have a unicorn in your possession, would you?
The creature puts its finger to its forehead, its claw extending like a horn.
I take you don't know. Have you seen a unicorn by any chance?
Its finger still in the center of its forehead resembling that of a horn.
Oh. I thought you go. Uh, Forget arcade's gonna be like, yeah, uh, something with a horn.
It nods.
Right.
Talon yells out, "Ask if it's pregnant!"
Oh yeah, it wouldn't happen to be a mother by any chance, would it?
I thought you were gonna ask the Dune Walker if she was pregnant, and you were gonna get slapped.
No.
Because you're looking a bit fat this month, so I just was wondering.
I mean, if I had an intelligence of 8, I probably would have, but I have an intelligence of
Hey, what do you mean? Why are you disrespecting the
Hey, Asian
Asian
intelligence
intelligence?
brothers.
Yeah, Asian
no,
intelligence community here.
I have an intelligence of 10, so it's more or less I'm average on my intelligence. So, if anything, yeah, I'm just asking if the unicorn is pregnant.
The Dune Walker, responding with an unnatural level of intelligence, pats its belly.
Ah, so that sounds like the unicorn we're looking for. You wouldn't mind letting us have her back, would you? The owner is very, very concerned for
The Dune Walker grabs a large stone door and motions to slide it shut.
her. Hey, come on now. We can talk about this. I mean, you have a little one out here all alone.
The door continues to slide shut. It is now halfway shut.
At this point, Talon is scrabbling to try and get back up there.
Uh, Marcel follows and helps him if he needs.
Well, what if we trade? Is there anything you possibly might want?
The door stops closing, and a long clawed finger points at Vashtar.
I don't like where this is going.
Vashtar begins to sweat and back away slowly.
Back away slowly, he's still on my horse.
I go grab Vashtor. He's not leaving. I'm not gonna give it to the creature, but he's not leaving. He hasn't.
I would like you.
Marcel, he's on my horse.
Archon's gonna be like, hmm. Anything else we could possibly get you at all? Like, I mean, I'm sure we can go hunting for something.
The door continues to close.
God
Hey, this
damn
is
this
getting
fucking
nowhere.
thing!
Marcel is getting irritated and is gonna cast sleep on the creature.
Go for it. Wait, what's the maximum HP that you can affect? Doesn't matter. Wow.
I asked the Dune Walker mother, "What are you planning on doing with this fine fellow?"
Ka-chunk! The door closes.
Wait,
Archon's gonna knock on the door.
how does sleep work? Cause I'm dumb.
You can put up to someone with 16 remaining HP to sleep.
Oh, okay. Since that didn't work, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Archon does as well.
I
So
will use my mage hand to knock on the.
So on the door, there's like a little metal like knocker that you can slam against the door. The knocker itself animates and knocks back.
Can you please open?
No response.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
No response. Vashtar begins to back his horse up and look for an exit.
Talon, Talon,
Why? He seems to think we're gonna turn it over.
Talon turns the.
Vashtar is
Turns
on my
around.
horse, ain't he?
What does that make a difference? He can steal your horse.
Dude, I'm on a magical broomstick horse that he's on as well.
He jumps off the horse and bolts for it.
10
Talon
feet.
lets out a warning shot to stop him.
He also takes falling damage because he hopped off 10 feet.
Alright, he takes 4 falling damage and sprints away.
Talon goes up for the weapon. He fires a warning shot to get him to stop.
He does not stop. He continues to run. He is now 30 feet away.
I'm gonna go on my horse and go after.
Talon's doing the exact same thing.
Why? We have our objective in front of us. Arca's just gonna be like, there's no need for all this chaos. And yeah, he's gonna continue knocking.
Mean we should defend him. Think about this in game.
Well-
I cast Hold Person on him.
What's the save?
I'm pretty sure it's a con. Let me.
Wisdom, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's a wisdom.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
23. Nope. He's noping the fuck out of there.
yeah, Talon's on the. Talon is on his horse, galloping after him to chase him down.
Shows more
I'm also coming after him.
On
So I'm
horseback.
the only one at the door.
What?
I'm the only one at the door.
Correct.
I chose to stay put because our objective's right there. Vashtar was just somebody we found in the desert. He's not that important to our cause.
But he's
Yeah,
our
everyone
bargaining
after
chip
me
now.
For no reason.
Yeah, my character saw a reason. You'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, he's our bargaining chip against this.
That's not my reason. You'll find out in a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on foot. We're on horses. Do we catch him?
Yes, you don't need to make a check. You can easily reach up to him on horseback, and you see him readying a burning hands to defend himself.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm not. I have no plan on handing you over, but I have to wonder who. Have to wonder why are you so eager to run?
Because that thing wants me, and I think it wants me dead, and you know what? I'm not taking any chances. I choose to survive. I just survived a Kraken moth attack. I'm not dying in the desert.
You're not going
Technically,
to
you
die,
didn't survive.
but you're not going to die in the you're not going to die in the desert. Not as long as we have a say in that. Now, can you tell me why she would want you so badly?
I don't know. I just got here. I woke up in a desert. Leave me out of it.
All right. One last question. Who are you going after?
I was going after a former friend of mine by the name of Gorand.
Gorand?
We had received word that he'd escaped, that he had aligned himself with the evil god Maglubiot and was trying to escape the island. It was my responsibility to track down my friend, and I somehow ended up here. I don't know where he is, but he's definitely not here, so therefore I should not be here. I need to be searching for him. This is a waste of my time and potentially a waste of my life.
All right. You just added another question. He aligned himself with Maglubiot. What is he? What is he? Is it some? what is he? Like, what is he?
My former friend Goran Haktu was a hobgoblin on the island of Lepidoptera. We all worshipped the brave and noble Photismos, but he was a heretic, a worshipper of a false god.
All right.
I have a question.
Ask away.
On the land we're in, all the gods are okay to worship, right?
On the land that you're in, only the evil gods are forbidden, but aside from that, there's an amazing degree of religious tolerance.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just like, man. Go ahead, Pan.
Talon yells at Archon, "Hey, you might want to hear this."
Argon Naki is like,
I'll message over what Vashtar says to him.
Marcel's gonna look at him and I'm just like, wow, you did all of that because he worshipped someone else? Man, you're gonna hate it here.
Photismos is the one true god!
Yeah,
I hate to break
you
it.
can say that about like most of the gods.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but the kind of god my father worship was Ogma, the god of invention.
definitely different version of Vashtar.
I'm surrounded by sand, monsters, and heretics. I need to get the hell out of here.
Okay, stop real quick. So, what can Goran do?
Well, when I last saw him, he had a battle axe of Maglubiets. It shattered after he died, but we have reason to believe that he has been brought back to life with evil magic and has either gotten his axe back or is trying to get it back.
Okay, we might actually. This might seem weird, but it might seem that because we're going after a, like I said, a desert unicorn, a pregnant female desert unicorn, and we just saw a dune walker that is walking upright, basically acting intelligent. That does not happen. So maybe he's connected.
Goran did have quite a few magical abilities, but I don't remember him using that one. I suppose it's not out of the question for him to learn a couple extra spells?
Well, we're not gonna give you up. I swear on this thing. I pull out my turret, which basically looks like a box.
Make a persuasion check. And Archon, the sliding door remains shut.
This is getting quite annoying.
Yeah, my character is not very persuasive, but 1 second.
Can you leave the man? You should have left it to me.
So Arkon's gonna go over where they found the little one, and he's going to attempt to walk over, like, hey, so I think we just found your mother. You want to go see her?
The tiny creature will peek out from under its broken eggshell.
What say you, Vashtar?
With a 16, he goes, where I came from, I was a member of the Royal Guard. I was a noble person. Even in a strange location, it would be a disgrace for me to abandon a noble cause. You're very persuasive. I will help you so long as I can, until I can find a way out of here.
That's okay with me. I help him up onto the saddle, and we ride him back.
Arkan's gonna hold out his hand like, if you want to go see her, just hop on and we'll walk up to that door.
The level of distrust and unrelenting spite is on par with some gods, but despite this tiny creature will suspend its distrust and get into your hand.
Come on. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. I walk over back to the door. I basically like, excuse me, ma'am. I have your child here. He would like it would like to see you. Yeah, I know. She's very difficult.
The stone door slides open. The tiny creature in its hands looks at its mother with wide eyes, and it squeaks as if to say "Mama." And you see the Mama Dunewalker slam the door in its face with no hint of motherly affection. The creature in your hand is mentally and emotionally shattered.
Now that is just very rude. Do I have your permission, little one, to break down the store?
I'm sorry, what?
I asked the little friggin' thing if I have permission to break down.
With small crystals forming around the edges of its eyes like tears, it looks at you and nods.
Maybe at this point that Talon is back with Vashtar. Okay, I better get back what's going on.
The mother just slammed the door on her child, so I'm ready to break down the store now.
Monster is gonna tell you no need, as she's gonna get very angry. She's gonna rage, and she's gonna go break the door.
Absolutely. Roll for hit with advantage, because doors cannot get out of the way.
Fear the might of a angry blue thing.
Epic.
So 60 to hit.
Excellent.
All right. You scratch the stone.
She's gonna start. She's gonna attempt and point.
Alright, back away from the door. Real quick, I pull out my thieves' tools.
On a stone door.
I want to attempt to push the freaking door open again because I do have a part of my racial feat, powerful build. As a you count as large, determine your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift.
It doubles the amount that you can push, carry, or lift.
Yeah, because I don't count as a medium, I count as a large build.
All right, make an athletics check with advantage because of that racial feature.
Can I roll athletics as well as my way of aiding?
Well, you're a bard. You can cast Bardic Inspiration, can't you?
All right, I use Bardic. You know, I forgot. Yeah, you have Bardic Inspiration, mate, as she does a little
Then that's the D4, right?
tap dance.
Yep. All right. So the 12 is not enough, but go ahead and add that D4. So with a 15, thanks to Marcel's Bardic Inspiration, that gives you the extra boost you need to just fucking force this door open. You dig your big meaty hands into a crevice and just rip the lock apart and throw the door open. You see Mama Dunewalker casually walking away, become startled and twirl around. She flicks out her claws, roars, and moves into attack.
Now that's not very nice.
The baby Dune Walker will climb onto your head and grab onto the hair on your head for security.
Yeah, hang on there, little one. This might get a bit rough. Don't worry. I'll make sure not to kill your mother.
Does everyone roll for initiative?
Do a net end.
Which, yeah.
Do a net end first.
Which, yeah. I pull out my gun.
And that is a shitty roll.
Oof.
Of course the fucking thing gets the nat 20.
I'm gonna call it Butler.
All right, so everyone go ahead and roll for initiative.
Has great initiative. The only person that should roll but is currently not here is Tyrion.
Yeah, I have no idea where he went.
Yeah, he kind of bounced just a few moments ago.
I think he's on the phone with someone he knows.
Ah.
Okay, so has everybody rolled?
Yep.
All right, so top of the initiative order, we have Officer Twinkles ready for action. So she is quite a ways away. She is actually still 30 feet away from the entrance, as she did not move forward at any point. But that and then the Dune Walker is another 30 feet. However, due to her long range finger guns, that does not matter. So you are going to see her fire her finger guns, but instead of bullets this time, you're going to see twin rays of frost shoot from her fingers like frozen bullets. Let me check the armor class really quick. Oh yeah, that hits. All right. It got quiet. Can everyone hear me okay?
We.
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay, just checking. All right, so she blasts the Dune Walker with two beams of ice, and despite easily hitting the creature, the amount of damage done looks minimal. All right. So next it is Vashtar.
Every time I hear that name, I want to be like, okay, I want to do this.
Let's see. He's actually quite a ways away, so he's gonna move forward 30 feet and cast. What do I want him to cast? Oh yeah, Acid Arrow. That's a hit. Alright, you see him cast 12 acid damage as this arrow splashes against the back of the Dune on the chest of the Dune Walker. All right. Next, we have the Dune Walker herself, and Mama's angry. All right. So she is going to move 30 feet forward. Who is at the entrance?
I'm pretty sure it was me and Marcel.
Me, because I attempted to break the door.
It's Marcel now.
It's Marcel and Arcane because he opened.
Okay. So she's going to take one swipe at Arkin and one swipe at Marcel.
Okay.
So that's an 11 to hit Arkin and a 17 to hit Marcel.
Beats may I see.
Obviously can't beat mine.
Such a flexer, my god.
All right, the first downward swipe, you're easily able to sidestep. But Marcel, you're caught with a unexpected backhand, taking 22 damage.
Ouch.
Good thing I'm a barbarian.
And Marcel, it's your turn to return the backhand.
What? What did you say?
And Marcel, it's your turn, so you can return the backhand if you want to.
Oh yeah, of course. Marcel is just gonna after Vashtar did his acid arrow, she's gonna acid. I like to work with that too. I know I'm raging. It's not a spell. She's gonna do acid spit, a racial feat, and she's gonna spit acid on the creature. I would like to make a dex save.
The Simerics are pretty cool. They have hybridic parts, so they could have multiple features, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. 6. It's not a hit. It's a dex.
So it looks like that's a roll to hit based on the spell description.
It's not a spell, and on D&D Beyond it says a dex save. It's just on average it does that.
Okay, we'll take your word for it. 17.
Beats it. Let me check if it takes. Nope, it doesn't. And as a bonus action, I got nothing to. Wait, is it in a 10 feet of me?
Yes. It rushed forward to backhand you.
I'd like to make another dex save for my storm aura.
10.
No. So
No.
1d6. Wow, I'm. Take that 6 damage, weakling.
It looks devastated by your aura.
Of course. Such mere mortals cannot comprehend my power.
Does that end your turn?
I shall end my turn to let the humans fight.
Alright, Talon, it's your turn.
Talon draws his revolver. He fires two shots into the mama's knees.
Alright, is that flavor text, or are you specifically targeting an area to have an effect?
Specifically targeting an area.
So you're trying to, take her down? Take a -2 circumstance penalty if you want to knock her prone by targeting the legs.
Neither of them hit.
Damn.
Alright. Pow! Pow! You fire your repeating shot revolver into nothing but stone.
and the bullets disappear.
Alright, got any bonus actions?
I got
Alright, so if you've got nothing left, that's going to make it Cowboy Wizard's turn.
Yeehaw!
Ye to the hum, my dude.
Zippity zap. Electric energy convulses again at the tip of my gun, and I lightning bolt it. Please make a deck save.
14.
That fails.
Roll damage.
.2.
Alright, and then are you going to twin it, or are you out of those?
I cannot twin it. But I will bonus action and convert sorcery points and convert a first level spell slot into 2 sorcery points.
Sounds good to me. Alright, so as you pull out your gun and fire a bolt of lightning like a magical bullet, you blast it in the chest, and you see that you've left a pretty nasty scorch mark on its chest. That caused it a hell of a lot more pain than that earth-shaking, devastating storm orb.
Yeah, exactly. Give it its proper
Oh my god.
you tasered it.
Do you want to catch these? I'm joking.
Arkan Prime.
Arkan's gonna look at the mama and be like, no, look. This can go one of 2 ways. 1, you stop your fighting and go back with your child and live a happy, healthy life. 2, and this is the one I don't want to happen, we can fight this out until one of us is dead. And I really don't want to have to do that in front of your child.
You see the creature looks like it's considering it, and then the eyes flash red, and the body posture changes back to one of rage.
Huh. I see what's going on here. As I now channel, because I really don't need to figure out what the fuck's going on. I don't know exactly, but I get the idea what's going on here. I'm going to use my channel divinity, and I'm going to do Nature's Wrath. As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach from a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. The creature must succeed a strength or dex saving throw, its choice of DC 13, or be restrained.
You said strength. You said its choice of strength or dexterity.
Yeah,
That is an easy choice.
of course it is.
21.
Motherfucker! Nothing happens. The spectral vines disappeared. Arkin just goes, well.
As spectral vines shoot up around the Dune Walker, it bitch slaps all of them into oblivion.
Arkin's going like, well, little one, you have anything you want to do or say to your
You hear a "Arrgh!" and you can feel god tier levels of rage coming from this tiny creature
toward me or the
towards Mama. He was abandoned and rejected by Mama. He's not having it.
Mama's a bitch.
No, I always say know where you stand there, little one. I hear. And unfortunately, I have no bonus action, so I have to end my fucking turn. Wait, can I? Wait, actually, hold on. I gotta see something. It is okay. It's an action to do that. Never mind. I was gonna see if I can't use my bonus action to dodge or anything, but nope. Never mind.
All right, it's time for Officer Twinkle. She's going to move 30 feet up the ramp, go, excuse me, and she's going to ready her finger guns. And this time, she's only going to point one finger gun. She's going to turn her finger gun sideways, and you're going to see this black sphere coalesce, like a 5-foot diameter of black energy condense into a 2-inch sphere. You see her fire it. This black bolt shoots forward. You see the Dune Walker dive roll out of the way, only to be hit anyway, forcing it to make a Constitution saving throw. Which it failed. Whew. All right, you can see this creature get blasted in the back by this necrotic energy, taking a massive amount of damage. You see Officer Twinkle's collapse.
Wait, what?
Officer Twinkles casts a massive spell from her finger, strikes the Dune Walker, and collapses.
Collapses like dead or collapses like sleep?
Collapses like Megamine after using explosion.
Ah.
What the fuck? Damn.
Explosion!
And she will end her turn. Alright, it is Vashtar's turn. And he misses his acid arrow. Let me check how many of those he has really quick. He is out of those for the rest of the encounter. Alright, next it is... Who's H1?
Next, it's the Dune
Mama.
Oh, right. Alright, so, wounded, she's going to struggle to her feet, flare out her claws, and she is going to strike twice at Officer Twinkles with advantage. She appears to be pissed at that shot to the back.
Zeno, I gotta know, do you fantasize about giving us cute NPCs and then killing them? Is that a sick fantasy of you?
So both attacks hit.
Oh, really?
Alright, let me see how much damage that is. That is 39.
Jesus.
Officer Twinkles is now dying. You see as this creature with one swipe opens up the back and with the second swipe exposes the rib cage. You can now see Officer Twinkle's heart beating behind her ribs, and she is dying and dying fast. And that will end the Walker's turn. Marcel, it's your turn.
Oh, lovely. Especially after they described what's happening. What did Marcel roll for? Oh, she did acid spell. But this time she learned from her mistakes. She's gonna whip out her great axe while she's still raging, and she. Haha, a 10. Of course that hits.
And 8, yeah, that's not hitting.
Excuse you, it's a 10 because I'm raging, and I'm pretty sure a 10.
A 10 does not hit.
Nani. Shit.
Don't you?
Then I would like to.
Do it.
What?
You're a
Talon was.
barbarian.
Yeah.
Don't you have to?
Uh, I'm a barbarian. I'm multiclassing.
Wait. Hold on. Are you casting a spell while you're, or are you just
No. Who said I'm casting a spell?
I thought I heard that.
Yeah, a deck save for my storm aura.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. May it please make a deck save, Mr. Zeno.
Sure. What's the deck save for?
The storm aura that I'm emitting because I'm
19.
Damn it! Marcel is gonna get extra angry now that she's useless. She's fucking not getting affected by my stupid hits and getting hit by lightning bolt from that stupid cowboy wizard. She mumbles that under her breath as she ends her turn, feeling defeated.
All right.
Earn it next.
Man, you're very excited about that. Man.
I know, caps lock rage. Talon, it's your turn. What would you like to do, Talon?
Talon is gonna head on over and toss the and use an action to stabilize Twinkles.
All right. Are you using a spell or a medicine check?
Spare the dying.
All right. Officer Twinkle stabilizes but stays unconscious.
I yell, get her, get that creature away from her. Officer down. And one sec, I'm gonna see if I can send out my arcane turret bonus action. Damn, no. So I end my turn.
All right.
I end my turn in front of Officer Twinkles.
Smart move. Dangerous, but smart. Whoops. God damn it.
10 and 10.
There we go. Cowboy wizard.
No one downs my. Why was I doing Brock? No one downs my chief. I zippity zap yet again.
But do you zappity zip? That's the question.
Okay, one sec. My headphones were. Could you speak again?
I said any punk can zippity zap, but can you zappity zip?
I sure can. Let me just roll to see if I get wild magic.
All right.
No zoopity zorp. Please make a dex.
Ziggy Zaggy.
7.
Another fail.
Oof, it's not looking good.
Where was that fucking fail when I needed the freaking
20 electric.
You've done exactly 110 damage, and that's all of the HP. How do you want to end this?
The zippity zap convulses at the end of my gun, and with a bullet that was so deftly fired as well, just strikes the thing in its face.
Man, you're so brutal, especially in front of the thing's mom.
Oh, this thing's mom. This thing is not happy with his mom. It fucking does not.
It's being controlled.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
true, but at the same time, it just it doesn't know that it got rejected by its. It got abandoned and rejected by its mother. It's not happy with it. It does,
I got rejected by my dad. I don't want him to be shot by a crazy cowboy.
I kind of
Yeehaw.
got walked out on my father too, and I don't feel the same. I don't want him to
Yeah,
die either, but
you
still.
wouldn't want him to be shot by a cowboy wizard, now do you?
All
I
right,
wouldn't mind my dad getting shot by a cowboy.
but we're stepping into weird territory. So let's continue on.
Indeed.
All right, so the Dune Walker is all like and collapses in a pile of ash, incinerated. You can feel the tiny lizard creature gripping your hair slightly tighter, and there's so much anger and emotion there, but a single tear falls from its face.
All right. Talon, he slaps Arkan, going, oh, no, he slaps Arkan.
Why are you slapping me?
He points to Twinkles.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine. As he reaches over and kind of uses lay on pull hands and gives her 10 HP.
Yeah, this happens quite normally.
All right, as you all think you're finally in the clear, you can hear neighing and shrieking in the distance.
My God, can't we get a rest? Okay, so I'm assuming
One shot.
this is the big baddie who was controlling this sand dune. So let's just go check it out. This is our mission after all. As she stops Mr. Raid.
Okay, uh, we need to figure out where to put Officer Twinkles real quick. Because the fact of the matter is, we can't
Oh
exactly
my
leave her
horse.
unconscious.
He got if she is healed, she's supposed to wake up if I remember.
No, she just explosion, so she can't get up. She's currently incapacitated. I'm pretty sure.
Officer Twinkles is currently unconscious, but you're welcome to give some medical attention and or healing spells to bring her back up.
They
I
already did that.
I gave her some 10 HP, so with
Oh, you gave her
lay
10
on
HP.
hands pull.
Oh, okay. If you give her 10 HP from your lay on hands pool, then she will wake up. You can see a thin layer of scar tissue. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself 5 HP points because to bring myself back up.
All right. You will see a layer of scar tissue form over Officer Twinkle's back as she gets up. She's like, "Where is he? I'm not done with you!" And she fires 2 pistol shots into the air from her fingertips.
Whoa.
I killed him, boss.
She sees the charred corpse of the Dune Walker and shoots at it twice in frustration.
You didn't kill it. You
I
just
second that. I also shoot it twice.
Not in front of the infant.
I'm taking the infant over to the mother and basically holding him in my hand. Basically, I'm sorry. I tried everything. It did appear your mother was unfortunately under some form of magic, but there was no way of preventing it, unfortunately.
All right. The tiny creature on your head will climb into your pocket and just sort of brood.
Well, you got yourself a pet, sorta.
Huh. There's some responsibility there I can use. I needed a hobby.
Okay. Talon draws his revolver. Actually, he still has his revolver out, but all right. We got a unicorn to save.
We sure do.
Despite this,
Indeed, let's.
despite this being a large castle, the wounded scream, the screams of a wounded animal very quickly lead you to the room it's being held in. Painted on the doors are this symbol.
Talon points at it. Is this McLubiet?
Uh, uh, Vashtar nods and he says, "I've seen this symbol before. It's the symbol of Maglubiet, the evil goblin god."
Yeah. So it's like Talon said, this might be the work of your friend.
Why is he
Or
here?
friend.
Well, you can certainly ask him when we get in there. I opened up the door.
The door is unlocked. You can see the Sandra, the female unicorn, laying on her side, blood pouring from her forehead. A severed unicorn horn being thrown into a flaming brazier, and you see Gorund on his knees, hands clapped in prayer, and he said, "I have accomplished what you've asked. Give me your strength! Accept me back into your good graces!"
Boom! My character fires.
My character was about to do hideous laughter to stop the monologuing.
Do it. But I also second the shooting.
Okay, after the shot, she's just gonna cast hideous laughter to stop it from continuing the same.
You can all certainly try.
I got a 20.
Yeah,
I
and
got a
I need him to make me a. Oh, we're gonna start initiative.
Yeah, you don't get a free surprise round. You weren't stealthing.
He was doing his big evil spiel. My character was not interested.
Yeah,
he was
he was on
distracted
his
with
knees.
something else.
Yeah, he's on his knees praying.
You don't get a surprise round unless you stealth for it.
Damn.
Seems like
Take me to
communist propaganda
guy
to
in
me.
the head.
God fucking damn it, Aver.
And I got such a bad initiative roll. Just I could do so much better, but try to humble myself to you mortals. Huh? Oh
Deuce.
man, that natural 220s yesterday changed me.
Okay, is that everybody?
Uh, the creature we're up against, Vashtar. Yeah, it's everybody.
All right, Marcel, you're first. What did you do? You said you cast hideous laughter. All right, so he'll make a wisdom save.
Yep.
What is Goran's wisdom save? +3. Okay. Seven.
The monologuing is over. He shall laugh through the rest of it, and he is currently prone. So ranged attacks are not the best of ideas, lads. So and she ends her turn.
All right, Talon, it is your turn.
Well, there goes my chance to basically have a rather loud let my gun do the talking. Since my gun only knows one very loud word, So, but my character will run into the Sandra. He'll pull out his thieves' tools and he will cure wounds on her.
Absolutely.
Talon will yell out to Goran, "You will die for for your for harming such a creature."
Gorand tries to respond, but the hideous laughter has consumed his entire body, and he cannot stop laughing.
Man.
Yeah, I can't do anything else, and I end my turn.
All right,
I heal for 10 HP.
when you heal Sandra, she gets to her feet and she bolts at full horse speed the fuck out of there.
Safe travel.
You see her leap out the door and head south at maximum speed.
We're gonna have to catch her before she hurts herself.
I'm sure she'll find a way out.
She is a pregnant desert unicorn. She can go into labor at any moment.
There's worse ways to go through life.
You are a furbolg. This does not concern you.
A bit, but we have other matters at the moment.
Are you playing the High Druid and we don't know? What is this attitude?
He has a calm, collected to me. I'm basically making my own fucking Caduceus.
Okay, so he's a high druid.
I'm not even a druid. I'm a paladin.
He's a
Sure,
high druid, high druid with heretic armor.
All right, who's SP?
That would be Goran. So he has been victimized by hideous laughter. So I believe he repeats the wisdom save at the end of each turn.
Yep.
All right, so he's completely wasted his turn. He's trying to make a save against it. 6.
Man.
Nice.
Re- realizing his life decisions and he's regretting them dearly.
Yes, he is. All right, Officer Twinkles has been humiliated by her defeat against the Dune Walker. She only had a once a day with that deadly finger gun, so she's forced to resort to her ordinary attacks.
By the way, gotta let you know, any ranged attack is gonna be made with disadvantage.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, if she wants to go for normal melee shit like a cool person, she can.
You know what? Just because it amuses me, I'm gonna have her curb stomp him.
Oh my god.
She's just gonna flick out the claws on her feet and try to stomp on his head.
Oh my god! So brutal.
Do they have to make that save check after taking a hit when under hideous laughter, or?
I'm pulling it up. At the end of each turn and each time it takes damage.
Okay.
So the but yes, that is correct. So the first stomp she's going to she's just so angry and frustrated that she misses, but the second one she lines up right at the head and slam with the 20 she hits. And she deals 4 damage as she just stomps on his head. Let's see, how much damage did he take last time? Or hasn't he taken any yet, aside from the... No, I think that's the first damage he's taken. Let me repeat his whiz save. 18!
Yep.
Alright. So, Officer Twinkles goes, I don't think I did that much. I'm just gonna leave. And she walks 30 feet away in shame.
She's still a good kitty.
Cowboy Wizard!
Okay, I want to magically pistol whip this fool.
Okay.
I want to infuse the grip of my pistol with a chaos bolt and then just smack it on his face.
Okay. It's a melee attack. Roll for advantage because he is prone.
First things first, need to roll my d20. Darn.
So is that wild magic, Surge?
No. Only ones are my wild magic surges, unless you have something different.
Alright, do your thing.
10.
I saw that kid. Fucking
Yeah, I meant to post up a general, which I just did now, and I was going to basically put down I imagine this was what would have happened to freaking Officer Twinkles if she rolled it at 1.
Alright, yeah, even with advantage, that attack does not hit. That is no bueno.
I'm going to quicken that and then do it again. I want this to hit.
Okay.
That's a nat 20 for my wild magic thing, so none. And that's a 24 to hit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so 1
Alright, you deal 8 damage to his prone body.
Yes, 8 acid damage.
And damage him it does. Anything else you can do?
No.
Alright, SP1 is Vashtar. So, Vashtar is gonna say, get out of my way. I have a personal debt to settle. And he's cast Burning Hands.
Sheesh.
I think he automatically fails it since he's prone.
He has disadvantage to roll out of the way. Let's see, what's his deck save? 0.
Wait, I thought fucking Goron was supposed to be a tanky war.
I'm looking at his character sheet. He has a +0 to dex.
He
What
was.
the
He's his was more HP based.
I think you should have focused on AC.
Well, his AC was actually not bad for what I was had to go for, and I wanted to give him a axe. So yeah.
Let's see. So that's a full 3d6 fire damage. And he's taken all of it, all 14. Let me look at his HP really quick. No, he's still kicking. So you watch as Vashtar just gets like right up to his fallen former friend's face and casts Burning Hands at point blank range. And you see this 15-foot cone of flames explode past his head. He burns Goron's hair off of his head.
Yeah, now he's a bald lion face thing.
All right, and that will end his turn. Arkan Prime.
Arkham Prime is gonna go over to freaking Goron with his
Sorry, boys. I
battle.
gotta leave right now.
All right,
See y'all Saturday.
Adios.
but he's gonna put his shield to the side so he can two-hand his battle axe and basically you look down to Goron and be like, you know, shame you don't have a horn. I'd cut yours off to make it even for what you did to the unicorn, but I guess I'll have to settle for your head. And I will go for two-handed swing attack.
Nice.
All right, so how do I register that though? For that I'm doing two-handed for.
When you roll for Battle Axe, it prompts you with Battle Axe and two-handed Battle Axe, and then you press 2 to confirm.
And
Okay.
plus, Arkin, my character had scale mail, so it wouldn't have mattered much.
See, when it shows up multiple matches found, you pick the one you want. It's two-handed Battle Axe is what you pick. That's gonna hit, and that's gonna hurt.
Although you have advantage since he's still prone.
Didn't need it.
Well, the first one hits, so I won't need it for that one. I'll do advantage on the second one.
Battle Ace.
There we go. Well, I had to misspell it or like space it so we can actually get the like choice. Otherwise, if I would just type battle axe as is, it would have registered. Oh, you're doing it one-handed.
Well, just type in battle.
Yeah.
A 16 does actually hit his armor class, so he's taken all 6 of that as well.
And unfortunately, I have no spell slots to do divine smite. Unfortunately. So that'll be all my attacks.
Marcel.
Oui. Since she sees him stop laughing, she's quite mad about that. So she's just gonna grab her a great axe and she's just gonna actually he's still prone, right?
Yep, it's not his turn yet, so he hasn't gotten up.
Yeah, I'm fucking doing acid spit again.
Alright, deck save, right?
Yup. Disadvantage because he prone.
That's a 4. Alright, how do you want to end this?
So she's gonna look him straight in the eyes, and just spits in his face, just acid, green acid.
As you just this continuous stream of acid, it splashes right in his eyes. His eyes sizzle and pop, and the stream goes all the way through the skull and makes a puddle behind his head.
That's for taking such a cute and harmless creature, you monster.
The battle axe of Maglubiet that he literally just got explodes into multiple pieces, which shoot across the terrain.
I tell
Talon?
Vashtor to go collect his.
You think you gotta tell him? I'm pretty sure he knows he has to collect this fucking bull.
Talon goes over to the corpse of Gorund. He pulls a revolver. Basically, he unloads until he feels like he's done enough to it. Because I don't have to reload.
So, pa, 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 you turn the entire body into Swiss cheese. There's nothing but fragments of a man left behind.
Let's go after. Let's go after Sandra.
Why did you
Yeah.
do that? It's a bit extra, don't you think?
He just took the horn off of a sand unicorn. She will never grow that back.
Hey, plastic surgery is always an option.
Well,
Let's just
I'm
go.
sure there are I'm sure there are means of her getting that horn back, but nothing we're able to do at the moment.
He puts his revolver away, and he and he's gonna wait for everybody to leave before he casts Scorching Ray to set the place on fire.
So we're gonna make this into a glass castle, is what you're saying. Remember, this is a
Yes,
sand castle.
Sand
And you're gonna
doesn't-
turn it to
He's
glass.
gonna do that.
Okay.
All right. Jets of fire blast apart the sandstone castle, and as you all walk away in slow motion, the castle collapses behind you dramatically.
Yeah, but they're probably frightened our horses to no end.
They're a little bit spooked, but you have the enough time to calm them down. Does everyone return?
Sandy's a war horse. She can handle.
Also made of sand.
Arkin's gonna look over at Vashtar and be like, "So we can give you a lift back to civilization, and you can figure out where you're going from there."
I think that would be the best thing to do. You guys fight with honor, and I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Talon gets on the horse. Let's go after Sandra.
While we're riding, Marcel is gonna look at Arcane and just like, so, I wanna know, when Sandy sees glass, does it think it's murder?
I ask, Sandy, what's your take on what Talon just did?
Marcel.
With an unsettling 1,000 yards stare, Sandy responds, "Turn it to glass. Turn the whole desert to glass."
Wait, I can actually understand her?
Yep.
Holy shit. Arkin's just gonna be like, wow, she likes glass.
Alrighty.
Glad to hear.
I'm gonna see if I can actually follow Sandy's tracks in case she hurt herself.
I aid Sal.
I'm gonna give Vashtar a ride on Sandy.
All right, he will hop on your Sandy horse. All right, so your horses, encumbered by your weight, are no match for a freely running magical unicorn. So you're able to easily follow it south. You know exactly where Sandra is going, but she beats you there by several minutes. By the time you guys return to the stables, Barnabas is hunched over Sandra, who is laying on her side, giving birth.
Sandra.
See, it all worked out. I knew she'd find a way.
Talon gets off the horse and going, I never got to use this. So with it, he pulls up the lid, which isn't a lid since there's no hinges, and there's a button. He presses the button and tosses it down, and it opens up into an arcane turret defender.
All right, with the smell of a defenseless animal in the air, coyotes and large lizards try to get closer to the source of a fresh meal, but your turret is able to easily fend off these creatures. Sandra is giving birth now. Does anyone want to deliver the baby, or do you leave it up to Barnabas?
I'll help. I have proficiency in medicine.
Same here. I'll help out.
You can roll for
Ooh.
medicine or animal handling to assist with childbirth.
I'm proficient in animal handling, but that doesn't mean
Okay, what's our modifiers? That way we know.
my animal
Plus
handling is a +2. Nope. it's
Advantage on
already-
Talon. Advantage on Talon.
All right, Talon, roll it.
Yeah.
Because I only have a +3.
Okay. What's your animal handling?
+3.
Okay,
Alright.
then. Well, he is helping giving birth. I'm helping you calming the horse down.
Alright.
All right. So with that 25 medicine check, you are able to deliver a healthy baby unicorn, a tiny little keratinous nub on its forehead where one day its horn will grow. It is absolutely beautiful.
And the unicorn was calm throughout the entire child.
Yes.
Yeah, Talon did this with the thieves tool, so he's essentially using probes.
No, no. My brain went to a dirty place. Fucking.
God damn it.
Not that way, you perv.
It's. Oh, come on.
Nah, to be honest, I have to give it to Arcane here. You're shoving thieves' tools in very, very restricted areas, man.
Just to
He's
pull
also
out a
trying
baby.
he's also trying to keep the while assisting with the childbirth. He was also probing the area around the where the horn was for her to basically to help that along
All right.
Okay. Good thing you specified the horn because the way you were describing it just did not make it any better in my mind.
Yeah, and
thing
stop
is, I
saying it's
actually-
probing because that also doesn't help.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is, my character had a wand, but I just decided to go for the probes, the thieves tools, because that's funnier.
Okay. So you give birth to a healthy baby unicorn, and Vashar says, Fotismos would be proud. Who's holding the baby right now?
I would say, give me a moment. I would say Talon after he finishes with it. So he's rather holding it gently.
You said Talon is holding it?
Actually, you know what? Arkin will be holding it.
I mean, I have no problem with Talon holding it. I was gonna basically say that as Talon's holding it, I'm holding out the little lizard guy. Kind of be like, oh, isn't that sweet? That's
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, Talon, while you're holding the baby unicorn, it squirms and nearly falls out of your hand. Make a deck save or drop the baby.
Oh, jeez!
Oh my god. Oh my god. You better, Talon, I swear to god.
no.
You drop the baby on its head and kill it. And that's the end of the session today, guys. I'll see you next week.
You bastard!
That is, but I don't even put it out. That's just the best.
Oh, Tyrion, you just came at the right time.
No, I've been
Man.
here for a little bit of a while since you killed the other creature.
Yeah.
I never came to my initiation.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What the hell?
Talon, honestly, this is your fault. This is just plainly disappointed.
He's an artificer, not a freaking rogue.
I have one more dex than you. I don't think I could have done any better though.
Nah, I'm joking. We all know it's just res. It's just
Okay,
what
are
you
you
call it.
positive that my character dropped the poor thing on its head?
Yep, that neck is exposed. That is a compound fracture.
Oh, jeez!
Stop explaining this horrible murder, Zeno.
Spare
Spare
the-
You spare the
horrified,
dying.
I'm just gonna go
I have some
spare
play on
the
it.
dying. Yeah,
Spare the dying, and I
is
can't
horrified, and he's going to spare the dying.
So
Man,
it's not
Zeno.
talking. He's leaving it like that. He's leaving it like that.
Yeah, he's leaving it like that. He is a psychotic maniac. We already know that. It's not like we're discovering something new about Zeno today. It's something.
The check was 5, by the way.
Are you fucking serious?
Yup.
Come
Wait,
on!
wait, wait. Is this you being serious right?
I mean, unless someone can give you some emergency advantage to overturn that roll, you are fucked.
Yes. Yes.
Marcel-
Please don't let this poor infant die.
I do. I just time travel. I do a tap dance to give him bardic inspiration.
Marcel was celebrating with some music, unintentionally giving Talon some inspiration. Go ahead and roll that bardic inspiration die.
It's a 1d6. Come on, man. Come on,
You
man.
need to get to a 5.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So you drop the baby, it almost hits the ground. You dive to the ground, scooping your hands under it, and catch it at the last possible moment.
Don't scare me like that, little guy.
Alright, and I think that's where we'll end the session for real this time.
Yeah.
God, that heart attack.
I'm mad at you.
As a
Don't
parent that
talk.
can still kill a kid if it's a newborn baby like that.
Not. This is not even a joke. I'm mad at you, Zeno. You're evil.
You know he's not that evil. He's good to my kid.
You're on me about you.
I actually like Arkham Prime. I think I might play as it again later on in the future. I enjoyed
like Marcel. I like Marcel. It's just level 5 is weird for multi-classing because not both of them have their sub.
This was interesting poisoning and artifice.
I'm currently making my board's muse character since now I have a free character.
Well, since we're not having the session today with Meta, so
It's bad, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off. My phone's dying.
Alright, well this was fun. I'll see you next week, guys.
No more of that.
Yeah, and if I'm honest, I'll just kill you. We do play in some campaigns together, so I'll just kill you.
Okay.